Like any voyage of discovery, half the fun in seeking out waterfalls is in the getting there. Any study of waterfalls in the Southern Appalachian Mountains of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee is necessarily a look at 250 to 400 million years of geological pressure and erosion. While finding waterfalls can be as simple as looking at street signs, it's best to consult the experts. Kevin Adams, author of North Carolina Waterfalls, Where to Find Them, How to Photograph Them on John F. Blair Publishers. Brian Boyd, author of several books on the Southern Appalachians, including Waterfalls of the Southern Appalachians on Fern Creek Press. And Mark Morrisson, author of Waterfall Walks and Drives in the Western Carolinas and in Georgia, Alabama, and Tennessee on HF Publishing.
The number of waterfalls that I've actually seen, I don't have an exact number now, but I would guess that it's probably close to 400 total. I've seen well over 300 in North Carolina. I have estimated there to be 500 significant waterfalls.
At 411 feet, Whitewater Falls is perhaps the most impressive waterfall in the region. Each of its segments taken alone is significant in its own right.
People simply do not realize how dangerous waterfalls are. They are extremely dangerous. When you have a combination of water, rocks, and moss especially, it's just like stepping on ice.
Transylvania County, North Carolina is home to both a 5,000-foot drop in elevation, and some areas of the county average as much as 80 inches per year in rainfall. That's outdone in the United States by only a few areas of the Pacific Northwest. A waterfall doesn't have to be big to be impressive, but give this one a few million years. It'll get there. $300 million years of erosion has left the mountain topsoil very thin. It only grows at a rate of 1 inch every 50 to 100 years. At Toxaway Falls, a 1916 dam break sent a wall of water crashing down a 16-mile-long corridor, scraping the topsoil down to the bare bedrock, which you can still see today. The river otter, which once lost its habitat and food supply to logging and industrial pollution of the mountain rivers, has been successfully reintroduced along the French Broad near Brevard, North Carolina. Guess all that frolicking can wear an otter out. A visit to a waterfall is not just an isolated place where gravity, rocks, and water meet. It's a journey through a mountain bioregion, and the experience is different every season.
two times of the year, the spring and the fall, are most definitely my favorite. And I'll even narrow that down any further. I'll say that the third and fourth week of April and the third and fourth week of October are by far my favorite times. I have a lot of favorite ones that would probably be favorites of other people, like the falls on the Cullasaja River up near Highlands are beautiful.
The difference between low and high water at Lower Cullasaja Falls is a dramatic one. Bridalveil Falls, also near Highlands, is a fine car wash in low water. At high water, though, it's an entirely different story. Even the man-made dam at Highlands Lake Sequoia gets into the spirit. High, swift-moving water is its own safety concern.
Probably the dumbest thing that I see all the time, and it happens every summer, all summer long, is people sliding down drift falls, aka Bust Your Butt falls. If you fall over backwards, which is very likely, and hit the back of your head on the way down, you could get knocked out and drown in the pool at the bottom before anybody could get you.
Downstream from Drift Falls on the Horse Pasture River is Turtleback Falls. Massive Rainbow Falls takes its name from the rainbow seen in its broad spray zone. It's also one of the few places on Earth where you can also see a moonbow under a full moon. Geologists believe that Linville Falls was once 12 miles downriver from its present location. The underlying rock is Irwin's quartzite, soft and easily eroded by the scouring powers of the water. If you don't mind the cold, a waterfall in winter is well worth bundling up for.
I probably do more hiking and more photography in the wintertime than I do any other time of the year.
The black bear, although fascinating and not often seen near trails, is still best avoided, especially in this situation where a mama is feeding with her cub. Few places match the scenic beauty of South Carolina's Lake Jocassee, where several falls, such as Lower Whitewater, fall nearly or directly into the 75,000-acre lake. The best way to see the waterfalls of Lake Jocassee is by hiring a fishing guide like James Couch of Pickens, South Carolina. He knows where all the waterfalls are around the lake's 75 miles of shoreline. A few falls, such as these on the Thompson River, require short hikes. Laurel Fork Falls is the crown jewel of Lake Jocassee. James Couch can get you and his boat unbelievably close to it.
There's some spectacular waterfalls around Jocassee Lake, and the fishing is not too bad either. This is a nice male brown trout. You can see the hooked jaw, see the big hook on his mouth.
Another animal with a hooked jaw is the box turtle, often seen on trails and back roads. The snapping turtle, found in and around slower moving water, has a hooked jaw that's best avoided. If boating's not your thing, there are also several waterfalls in South Carolina that you can visit on land.
I've always enjoyed getting out and seeing things, and waterfalls are, I think, maybe the ultimate destination for a hiker.